Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again on Nollywood Reviews. My name is Olumilua and for those joining me for the first time, and today I'm bringing you a fantastic Yoruba movie review. The title is Ayanmo Parts 1 and 2. It's a story by Eniola Olumilua and directed by Aigbe. And I must say that it's as if Eniola Olumilua actually took out time to script this movie herself and to do the subtitling, because I was so impressed with the subtitling of this movie. You will say I've come again, right? Yes, that was actually the first thing my eyes caught while watching this movie. And I must say that throughout, like almost throughout, I can actually give the subtitling a 95 to 98% accuracy. I say well done. And that's one thing I've been saying about our Nollywood Yoruba movies. I know we can do it, so please let's keep it up. Another thing I like about this movie is camera view, the footage, the camera dimensions. I really liked it. I liked the production itself, very sharp, high quality production. This is actually my first time of seeing Eniola Olumilua in a movie, and she actually wrote the script herself. She actually produced it, and she did a fantastic job. Even though I noticed that in the soundtrack, you know, the soundtrack was, the volume of the soundtrack was actually kind of higher than the dialogues. You know, I would have appreciated if the dialogues were kind of even louder compared to the soundtracks. But I loved the music that were used, the different music that were used at different points in the movie, you know. Yeah. So quickly, let me talk about a few things that I observed in the movie. You know how it is on Nollywood Reviews. We talk about the good ones, we talk about not so good, and we talk about the bad ones. Okay, so my observation concerning this movie is one, on the costuming for nurse. Aigbe acted the role of Jessica in this movie. She acted the role of a nurse at the same time, and as much as I would have loved the costume of that nurse, I realized that she actually had artificial nails on, and I'm like, okay, so someone that works in a hospital environment, at least to some extent, should be hygienic. Okay, so please, let's make our costumes to be on point too, as much as our work is on point. Another thing I observed in this movie, which I have mentioned earlier, was the music slash soundtrack. The volumes were not constant, and I think that affected the movie at some points. But besides that, I really like the storyline, a good storyline, you know, even though the end point of this movie is something we are familiar with, which is about friends. The kind of friends we keep, not to trust anyone, you know, that's the bottom line of this storyline. But at the same time, you know, the aspects, the dimensions that she brought into this movie, I think made me really like it. I rated this movie a 3.8/5. It's a good movie. I like the storyline. To some extent, I would say that the movie did not drag. You know, there are times when you watch a movie, especially that has two parts, and you feel like it's getting too long, it's being prolonged, or getting boring. But I think the movie was managed well in the aspect of timing. So I think that's also a good thing about this movie. So this movie starred Ricardo, Agbor, Eniola Olumilua, Sola, Kosoko, Aigbe, Gentry, Big Val, Jokotoye, Akin, among other actors and actresses, and they all did well. This is Nollywood Reviews, a channel you can always come to on YouTube as long as you love Nollywood movies, be it English or Yoruba. This is a channel you can always count on to get fantastic movie reviews from. Thank you so much for joining me. Merry Christmas in advance and have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. Stay blessed, and remember, God loves you. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.